Dear guests, venture funds and startup enthusiasts, welcome to the interview with the winner of the third chapter of V4 Azerbaijan Tech Bridge program. The name of the chapter was Budapest chapter. It's a primary European program for startups from Azerbaijan. Before getting into the interview, I would like to emphasize that the project is co-financed by the government of Czech, Hungary, Poland, and Slovakia through Visegrad Grants from International Visegrad Fund. The mission of the fund is to advance the idea for sustainable regional cooperation in Central Europe, in our case, to help the most promising startups from Azerbaijan to pop up in V4 region, in Europe and Eastern European market. Today we have very promising startup from Azerbaijan who hold very interesting name. When I pronounce this name, I have like some creep on the skin. It's named like MurMur. MurMur is computer vision analytics platform for outdoor advertising that helps brands to target people where it most matters. And today in our visual floor, we have the founder of MurMur, Emin Aliyev. Hi, Emin. Nice to see you.
Hey, nice to see you likewise, and thank you for such warm introduction. You made me shy.
No worries, no worries. I just want to say that I'm very glad to have you. Thank you for your time and opportunity. And once again, congrats to become a winner of third chapter before Azerbaijan Tech Bridge. During the interview, we will cover 10-15 questions related to your startup, your future plans, your traction, your team. And the main goal of this interview is to help venture funds from our region to be attractive for them, from your solutions, from your product market fit, and so on. So first question, it's quite easy, but quite very important. Just briefly, in a few sentences, describe your startup, what kind of problems you're trying to solve or already solved, and who is your main target audience?
Yeah, that's a great question. So main problem which we're solving is right advertising and right targeting, because a lot of companies, they just waste money on dumb advertising and they're suffering because of Google and Facebook, and consumers getting annoyed. You see a lot of useless and unrelevant ads, and it's a bad timing. What we do from in MurMur, we help brands to locate the perfect audiences in the real world, match them up with behavior, demographics, activities, and location, and serve them with the right ad creativity, that it will be more appealing and engagement to consumers. So by doing that, so we help brand to decrease their customer acquisition cost and increase ad conversion rate.
Quite clarified. And here's the question: how your solution looks like, and how it's different from, let's say, traditional and not traditional type of advertising that we meet like in a daily life?
That's a great question. So first of all, this solution became from my own experience. I'm serial entrepreneur, and I had my own on-demand delivery application, and I spent thousands on Facebook, Google. I learned digital marketing, and I was thinking, okay, that's all right. But then I found that it's not working. It brings me a lot of people, but it's irrelevant traffic, basically. They're not interested.
Mm-hmm.
And I start digging in and start learning psychology of consumer behavior. What makes them to buy my product and what time they need to buy my product. So going deeper and deeper and start researching, and I found that there is the same person he can have different behavior at the different locations. And based on those factors, we need to show them some attractive ads. And I started doing experimenting by doing that and quickly became like a growth hacker. Start thinking by user journey, touch points, the right touch point, and I start doing it manually, everything manually, and we saw that, okay, it works. Basically, now we're spending less money on advertising and converting more people. Just imagine that before acquiring one user, we had to show him 20 times our ad, but now we show him only 2 times and we're converting it. All those tactics, I gathered and wrote blog post saying that how we did it and achieved and succeeded in building marketplace, sustainable marketplace, and shared it. And 250 groups, founders through Medium, they reached me out and said, hey, dude, I want to use your product and your tactics because we raise money from VC and all money goes back to Facebook, Google, all advertising, and it's not working correctly. How did you do it? And I said, okay, it was a signal that I need to build and make this product public. And what we do basically, so traditional marketing, it's old-fashioned. They match up only location and demographics. But the most interesting factor is the behavior. In our case, we match up demographics, behavior, and location. And based on those synergy, we understand which ad we need to show to that consumer in order him to buy in. For example, you, Sophia, you're walking down the street with your pet, you're playing, and your pet run away. Right?
Isn't this correctly? And to be clarified, your solution it's like a backpack that I'm, for example, carry on, right? And on the backpack, I can see some people behind me can see a type of advertising, right?
Yeah. So it's our solution. It's our core. I will tell you, our core solution is that matching up people based on behavior, location, and demographics, and show them ads on our backpacks. So students, any person, gig worker, he wears our backpack with a screen. He walks, and our screen we continuously monitoring audiences and measuring it. If that audience matches up our ad creativity criteria, advertisers ad criteria, that time we're showing his ad to those target audiences. Yeah.
And do you use like some unique technology in order to combine such, technology that you have mentioned about, conversion rate, about like vision analytics and so on? Is it like unique on the market from your point of vision?
Yeah, it's a unique, and I'm proud to say that tactic. It's first in this industry. And we start using the tactic by combining computer vision, eye tracking, sensor technology, and big data analytics.
Wow.
And we started doing it. So you may ask, so how about data privacy, all that GDPR, CCPA? And we completely understand it. And we don't violate any data privacy policies because we do it on the edge. We don't send anything to the cloud. We measure and save only generic information without saving identities, and we don't need identities. I don't need to know that it's a Sophia. I need to know that she's a female between 25 and 35 years old, all that stuff. That's it.
And private policy, it's aligned with, rules of governments. For example, if you're working in Azerbaijan, so private policy, it's, related to this country. If you're going to work, for example, in USA, it will be another, say, GDPR or private policy that will align to their rules, right?
Yeah, exactly. And before developing all the technology, we started researching, and also in my past, I was a security guy, data privacy advocate for the Cisco, IBM, and I know GDPR, CCPA. So, and in those rules, it says that you cannot send identities to the cloud or save those identities, but generic information is allowed. We don't know identities.
Super, super. And does your solution have some intellect property like protection or patent or something that can be, let's say, very hard to copy from competitors or from other players on the market?
Yeah, so our technology can be patented and we can do it, but currently we didn't do it because of budget. So it's very expensive, and we but already spoke to attorneys, lawyers, so how it can be done. So I already familiar with procedure, how we can do it, and our technology is 100% patentable, and we can do it. And also, it's really hard to copy it, and the reason why, because the tactics which we do. So because I sold it for my own pain, and I developed my own algorithm and procedure how to solve it. And if you're outside and you never heard or felt this pain, so it's really hard for you to understand.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And for me, it's quite interesting. What is the stage of MurMur today? Do I have first users, maybe first revenue, traction, MVP product? What kind of stage MurMur today is?
A great question. We're already generating revenue, 10,000 a month, $10,000 a month, and we already working with Procter & Gamble, with regional banks, with government entities, entertainment industry, with artists. So, and we have unique cases. Even my lovely one is bank, local bank. So they had problems selling the credit card product. They advertise everywhere. And that marketer, he was also telling that it doesn't work like I want. I said, okay, let's have a test. We'll do test. And if we will generate leads, so you guys pay us. Nothing to risk. They say, okay, let's try. And in 1 month, we generated 10,000 users who basically registered and asked for the credit line $25,000.
Users, you mean like B2C or B2B users?
For us, it's B2B, but for our partners, it's B2C. Like banks, they need more people who will take credits.
So you're paying clients, it's B2B, if I understand.
Yeah, exactly. We're B2B software company and help our customers to reach more consumers on streets and show ads, basically.
Sounds good. And where are you competing right now? In Azerbaijan, maybe in other market? Because from my like say spy experience on LinkedIn, I saw that you constantly try to grab a new market, and sometimes I get confused. Okay, you guys, you work in Azerbaijan already in USA, or you are going to work in USA. So just to clarify, what kind of market already occupied by your solution, and what kind of market you are going to occupy in a short-term projection?
There's two markets where we dominate: Chicago market and Baku market. And now in September, we're gonna dominate San Francisco market, launching in San Francisco. And currently in US, where it might sound like show off, but I'm really proud of. So we're only company who does backpack ads by using the computer vision, sensors, all that stuff. So currently we're in Chicago, and Baku, Azerbaijan, and launching San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Istanbul.
Super, super. Sounds very good. Sounds very good. And my next question, what does success mean for your company? Are you like group of founders who looking to push the company until it becomes a well-established corporation that will generate revenue, constantly revenue, that will be, let's say, leader on the market? Or you are going, like your main goal is to, reach some level of your product and then just like sell off it to another player?
That's a great question. And already we got 2 times we got acquisition offers. It was from Google Waze and from our main competitor, let's say. They do cart of advertising and they wanted to use our technology for themselves. But
and
for my...
Sorry, if it's not a secret, how much they offer for you?
6 million.
Wow, euro.
Yeah,
wow.
Not dollars, not euros. So it's $6 million. Because we start conversation with them and the way how we have digital presence and outdoor offline presence, and we can do retargeting from online to digital. They were super impressed and said, hey guys, we want to acquire you. And I said, no, it's not time. I'm still hungry.
Why did you decline it, this proposal, beautiful one?
Because my goal, success for my company and for the team, we already spoke through team, we want to go IPO and press that button in New York. So
beautiful, quite impressive, and because it's quite rare to find startups who still, like, let's say, for 100% believe in the solution and they believe that they will reach out the IPO stage. And I just wish you good luck, and I hope in 5 years I will be proud that I took the interview from these guys from from MurMur.
Thank you. That really means success for our company and for our team. We build technology to make Earth better place to live in and make consumers' life easy, just to avoid and all those useless disturbing ads. So you need to feel safe and see stuff which you like. That is our philosophy in the company, and we pushing it forward, building this technology and moving forward.
Super. And what is your milestone for next steps? Are you looking for investments, or are you looking for new partners or new market? What kind of milestone you have?
So the next milestone, it's a combination. Next milestones we have to launch in California, Florida, and New York. It's our one international will be Istanbul. And also we're developing our next product. It's Persona IQ. Persona IQ will help brands to better understand the ideal customer personas and enrich them. Basically, big brands, they pay millions trying to understand who is the ideal customer persona. They say that it's a female between 25 35 years old. She is busy. She is living in an urban city, all that stuff. But with us, we'll say that, hey, it's a female with long blonde hair, with blue eyes, white skin. So they will have more information and more options to personalize their offers. And we always spoke with Adidas and Mercedes. They loved it, and how we can also personalize, enrich the ideal customers, and also target them. They said, guys, you're gonna crush it. So market is yours. And for us to start working with you, we would love to work, but at least we need to have you in 5 cities.
In USA or
in USA. And in Istanbul, the biggest holding, Yıldız Holding, they have 65 brands under umbrella. and also retail store, they say, okay, we need your solution here.
Mm-hmm.
And we see benefits, and basically they help us to launch in Istanbul as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. And are you looking at investments?
Yeah, we're definitely looking for the investments because and currently we're raising $3 million.
Okay, so it's seed stage already. So
It's late seed because we already raised 250,000. I also invested 50,000 of my own money.
mm-hmm.
So build that product, start acquiring first our paying customers, and we saw that it's working. We start building our product. So from our feedbacks, and now we need money just to raise money and for the expansion
Mm-hmm.
because technology is already here.
Yes.
Now we need to expand and cover more geographical regions.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And I have one not humble questions that will be quite interesting from European investors. Why do you not like consider Europe as your target market? Or you consider your like Europe as the next market after the USA, let's say?
After the USA, we consider it because we already so I'm playing like a pirate game. So I already started talking to ad agencies, brands in UK, in Germany,
Mm,
and in France.
super. Sounds good.
So
Because
already, yeah, because I'm getting feedbacks from them saying, okay, what do you think, guys? Any opportunities, all that stuff. So it's my selling point. And as soon as they will say, okay, guys, we want you for us to launch in one city, it's easy. We already have product, so just need to have operation over there. And we already calculated and budgeted how much we need per each city to start operation and cover that city.
Mhm. So the question, and like the main, let's say, challenges for you is just grab new market as much possible to grab like partners, B2B partners to your portfolio, and then it's just a question of a time how fast you will be able to grow. That's why you need like a money that you're currently raising right now. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so because we have also a hardware component and we need money for that expansion and launch in those cities.
Mhm. And just briefly describe what kind of competitors' advantages do you have compared to other players on the market? And it will be very beautiful if you mention some, let's say, solutions that are quite similar to you, like direct and indirect competitors from your point of view.
Yeah, great question. So in US, we have companies like billboard companies and car top companies, Fireflies. So actually, we got acquisition offer from Firefly. They
Mm-hmm.
want to do it. So they all our competitors they use as a digital signage. It just show your ad everywhere without targeting.
Mm-hmm.
And they're using some data sets, but it's GPS geocodes, and they gather it from ad exchange servers or data providers like Google, navigation, Apple Maps, all that stuff. And problem with that data is that it comes with 38 hours delay and 30 days outdated data. Let's say, you, Sophia, if you want to target people who wear you Ray-Ban and you want to target people who is wearing glasses, it's quite impossible for you.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
And you really don't know that if that person looked at your billboard or not. But GPS geocode shows that he walked by your billboard, but your billboard is on 19th floor, and that person didn't lift his head to look at, and you're assuming. And that's the reason why outdoor advertising in this stage that most brands they look at it as a supplementary advertising solution because they don't have really accurate data to show that how many impressions, views, and how many people are attracted by your ad. And also our main main competitors, they don't have solution which tells that which part of outdoor ad creativity or any ad creativity is grabbing more attention from females, from males. But what we do, we say that we don't use GPS geocodes. For us, it's a bullshit data. We don't use reach, that census gathers that population of these cities, million people and potential million people will see it. We say that, okay, we have census, we have computer vision, which tells exactly how many people watched, viewed your ad, how many people just noticed your ad, and which part of your ad creativity is grabbing more attention from females and from males. Recently, we had that to Procter & Gamble. We showed them, they were advertising toothbrush, and we showed them, okay, which part was grabbing attention from females and from males. And they personalized those ads, put it call to action button, where exactly females looking and where males looking. So it increased more conversion.
Very impressive, very impressive. And here I can say that just like my words will, like, you know, devoted and dedicated to venture funds and investors from our region. Please take attention to the big fish that are going to be a big fish. Like on the stage, you know, like in the middle of the middle, and the big, you know, like on this level. So just really take attention. Very beautiful startup from Azerbaijan who already work abroad and have great partners, global partners, and so on. And not partners, clients, paying clients. And I think that's for now. It's all from my side regarding the MurMur. I think we have covered everything that we have to cover in order to deliver it to our audience and so on. And just like my last questions about before Azerbaijan Tech Bridge program, did the program of V4ATB bring to MurMur some value? And would you recommend this program to another startups from Azerbaijan?
Of course, it's really helped me, and so valuable program which we participate. I would definitely recommend, because we got some networking, some connection to European VCs, to operators, into startup world, and it's very useful because you cannot find it. It's so seldom you can find it. Now you see, I'm talking to you. You already know about my startup. You can recommend it to some friend of yours, some different VCs, different companies. They can engage with me, and we can launch in Europe. That's a great.
I will do it. I promise I will do it.
Okay, deal. We have a deal.
Yes. Contract is signed, you know, like.
Okay.
Okay, and okay, from my side, I just want to say that we encourage all startups from Azerbaijan to join the program. It's just like 3 or 2 chapters left. We encourage all early stage, pre-seed, seed, round A startups to join the program. That will help you to get an access to lead and venture funds and get outstanding knowledge of domestic experts from Slovakia, from Hungary, from Poland, from Czech Republic. And you will have like opportunity to understand how their domestic ecosystem works, what kind of opportunity you can get in, and most important for me, just like get access to venture funds, to investors, to acceleration programs that are looking for startups from Eastern European market, from post-Soviet Union countries, to help you to pop up in our region. And from my side, I would say thank you, Amin, for interview, for 20-30 minutes interview. It was very interesting to know more deeply about your startup, about your next steps and so on. And really hope that this interview will get some publicity across Startup Hub Poland networking, and not only Startup Hub Poland, but all V4 region. Thank you, Amin.
I appreciate. Thank you for having me here. And last, my sales pitch. So for all startups, we're giving 5,000 words credits for using MurMur. And most important one, send me your posters and we will have it on MurMur and we'll show to startup founders here in Azerbaijan.
I think it will be great if you provide some links to me, and I will put these links under our interview in YouTube, where they will get like some information about your offer, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
So thank you, everyone, and good luck. Just keep your dream on your hand and move forward.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.